Welcome to my humble little office. My name is R. Keith Andrews. I'm a spiritual guide and paranormal adept. The journey continues today on April 20th, 2022 at approximately 5:43 a.m. PST. Now, in all fairness, this is part 2 because only moments ago, as is normal with me, I ended up bumping my computer and it stopped recording. So with that in mind, in order to get the rest of this video, go back to part 1 and it will be listed as part 1. I've done this a couple of times in the past, but what I was in the middle of saying was when I started this video, I was sorting out a bunch of figures. Okay. And that being said, okay, that task has been finished. And remember what I said about this neat little list? Okay, I have 3 things on it to start with. For today. That would be sort the figures from my desk out, record the journey, post the journey. Actually, I had 4 things. Well, I have 3, but I've got a 4th one here, which is the office desk. Now, we are talking about getting your brain running smoothly. Of course, I talk about getting your brain running smoothly, and I pull a stunt like that. Okay, but where it comes to running the office, okay, running the brain of your house and home, okay, you've got to have the energy running right. Now, I've done videos before on Feng Shui. In a nutshell, it works this way. Energy does not get stopped. It continues to move. You cannot stop it. You cannot destroy it. You can alter its form. Okay. And you can work with it, guide it where you desire it. Okay, but that guidance is up to you. And you're the one that's going to have to do that work. Now, for me, it really boils down to an issue of going, I'm not content with the way my life is going and with certain aspects of my life. One of them being the fact that my left arm doesn't work as well as I'd like it to. Now, if you look at the other video, at part 1, you'll notice that while I was talking, I was sorting out figures because those are the figures I work with as a hobby. To get the energy in your house working, and that reminds me, I gotta go pick up the printer, but you check the energy flow. That means have things sorted around properly. In my case, I'm going to be bringing in a printer, which I haven't had active for a number of years now. But what I'm going to be doing here is double checking. Okay, when we talk about energy now, Feng Shui you can read up on, but it's designed it was designed in an Eastern culture. The Eastern cultures it works beautifully for the way it's written because the entire culture is built that way. But the principle is absolutely right. Okay, now I've got 3 monitors here. I've got the one on the computer, one right beside me, and another one up here. Now I do have a dead printer behind this computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a piece of wood to stabilize things, and then I'm going to put a 4th monitor up there because the printer I'm about to get is going to sit on this side. Now, no, you cannot see it, although wonder if that'd be an idea. Yeah, I think I will. In order to get things a little more versatile, I'm pretty certain I'm going to pick up a mobile camera as well, so I can show you other things I'm working on and not be stuck right here. Maybe not the best idea, but what the heck. So you get the energy in your house running properly, but it's up to you to organize it. Now I can give you guidelines on what works. If you've watched my videos over the last year, this place used to be an absolute shambles. This whole shelf up here used to be full of boxes and other stuff. They have not been thrown out. Well, they have been, but many of them have been just thrown out. They've been put in an organized location where I can now find them. Okay. But the same applies to you. When you've got too much clutter, take a look at the way that water flows. Water, like energy, cannot be stopped. Okay, even if you freeze water solid, it will continue to move. Okay, the same as energy, but what you can do is redirect it. Now, the one thing there's a real catch to it is you have to get things organized in your own head about who you're doing this for. When you get to the point where you're doing it for you, other people will certainly benefit. But by straightening the energy out in your own house, you start off in your brain because frankly, there's an old saying that goes, the state of your home is a reflection of your mind. Okay. Well, when you flip that around, the state of your mind is also a reflection of your home. And frankly, it's easier to correct the state of your home or the state of your house. The state of your office, same thing. It's easier to correct a physical situation than it is to correct a mental one. But they both require persistence. Okay. So what I'm working with where it comes to organizing things and getting the energy flow right is simply removing the clutter. And by removing the clutter, you'll find that your life runs a whole lot more smoothly. It's a wonderful thing when you sort this out in your own head. But I had to sort it out in mine without any guidance. Okay, with no guidance whatsoever. Okay, not to speak of. I mean, I had people telling me you should do this, but until I got it here, that I desired to change it for me. Okay, until I reached that point, getting it to change was going to be a problem, and proved to be. But I got to that point, and I've gone now. I've taken my financial world first, and it is now, as a matter of fact, I'm quite happy to say, what I had aimed for. Okay, what I aimed for was to number one, be debt free. Number two, get to a certain level in my bank account. Okay, with all of my bills paid. Well, right now, I am happy to say I hit that point. Now I just have to watch my finances because I've got two more checks coming in. Okay, one is a contract check, one is a paycheck. But I've got to make sure that between those, that I keep the one balance up high enough so that when the rent gets paid, or what you may call your mortgage gets paid, when that gets done, then what you're looking at, okay, when you look at that, once I get that dealt with, I still desire to be above a certain point. And I will tell you, with the focus that I've gotten now, I'm going to attain it. There's no question there in my heart at all. Okay, it's just a question of making sure I get there. Okay, and the other thing is, because I have a child in my home, and this is where people make one major mistake. Do not hide your finances from your kid. Okay, if you hide them from your kid until they get out of the house, when are they going to figure it out? Okay, when are they going to get the idea? So effective today, I will be moving money. I will be giving him a chunk of money. Okay, and of that, now the balance I look at is this. Okay, make sure there is a whatever it is that your child is being charged. If he's old enough to start paying rent, in my case, mine's 17. Definitely old enough to be paying rent. Because any way you look at it, if you don't get them working with money and get them understanding what money can do, okay, what's going to end up happening is they're going to get out in the world and they're going to make the same mistakes or similar ones to what you're making. So absolutely sit down with them and walk through the money. Give them money to work with. Give them money to learn how to use. Absolutely imperative. Okay, help them set up goals for themselves, the same as I'm talking to you about goals. Okay, now the next time I come in here, we're going to start with we're going to pick up, as a matter of fact, because I've got to get organized on this. Tomorrow will be the 21st. So, what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to start looking at picking a definitive goal and breaking it down. Now, I'm going to have to work with mine, but I'm going to show you how to do it one step at a time. We're going to walk through and make certain that you start to get things sorted out. So remember, By tomorrow, okay, have the two signs that I talked about. I am worth it. Posted in your office. Okay, no, my apologies. I'm going to start this particular one in 2 days. Okay, but you have that sign. I am worth it. Posted somewhere in your office where you work on your finances. Also posted on your fridge. Okay, because this will help the energy in your home as well. The other one you do for your office. I have legally acquired a minimum of X dollars. In my case, that's 3,500 to run my household. Okay, by April 30th, 2022. Now, I realize there is only a few days left of the month, but we're going to start here anyway because, frankly, it's here, it's now. This is when changes can be made. Now, I will be back again tomorrow. Okay, and until then, please take care of yourselves and each other, and for pity's sakes, stay positive.